everybody. All right, so today I'm gonna deal with these seedlings that I've had in the office for way too long. They need to be potted up, and some of them need to go outside. But while I wait for that soil to cool off, because it's super hot right now, while I wait for my potting mix to cool off, I thought I would do a little seed haul with you. I went to Walmart yesterday, as I do every 2 weeks on payday, to get the groceries. Last time I went, I asked the person in the garden center if they had seeds, and they're like, no. And I'm like, God, it's Southeast Texas, we should have seeds year round. Anyway, today when I went, I didn't ask anybody, I just looked everywhere and I found seeds. They hadn't finished setting up the display yet outside, but I grabbed things. I grabbed so many things. So I'm hoping my fall garden will be a lot better than my spring and summer garden, okay? So let me kind of organize these just a little bit by type, and then I'll show you what I got. Oh, that's so good. Okay, here we go. First of all, since I am ripping out all of my Thai soldier long beans, because just watch my last protege update to know why. Start with beans. Not necessarily a fall crop, but we're still gonna be warm for quite some time. And I need some beans. This season, I wanted all the beans. You don't like crappy beans, I don't want those beans. I don't like the Thai soldier long bean. Anyway, here's what I got. I got a garden bean called Kitchen King. This one, 55 days to harvest, plenty of time. What is it? It's September, like September 3rd. Plenty of time. We don't get a frost till mid-November, mid-late November. I'm in the Houston area, by the way, in case you're new to the channel. This is $1.96. Next is a garden bean called Tenderette. This is 60 days to harvest. Let's see, this is a bush snap. What's this other one? Bush snap. And then I got two of the same. This is the garden bean burpees at Tender Pod. And these are 50 days to harvest. Fantastic. Bush snap. Okay, so bush beans. Fantastic. Carrots. First one is Danvers 126. And this is 75 days to harvest. So I think I'm gonna start putting this on the tag and maybe making a little note in my calendar on my phone. It's not a bad idea. Next, short and sweet. This one is 68 days to harvest. Oh, it's bred especially for heavy or shallow soils. Sweet flavored, 4-inch roots, bright orange. I have raised beds, but my soil is not exactly light and fluffy, so that might be good. And last carrot is called Littlefinger. And this one is 65 days to harvest. 65, 75, 68, okay. Tiny gourmet carrots grow only 3.5 inches long with small cores, perfect for serving whole. I'm gonna tell you what, when I grabbed all these seeds, I was not reading the stats. I was just grabbing seeds. Let's do some of these here. And some of these that I grabbed are the organics, Burpee Organics. I'm not necessarily concerned about getting organic seeds. I'm perfectly fine getting conventional seeds. I do grow organically myself, but this is just because this is what they had. And I think all of the regular Burpee seeds are $1.96. Yeah, and then all of the organic ones are $2.17. So spent a little bit, but I saved on shipping. So because I had a cart full online from not Rare Seeds, Super Seeds, superseeds.com, pine tree seeds. I had a cart full, and now it's going to be less full because I found a lot of the stuff I wanted at Walmart. Anyway, I'm talking. This is a Ford Hook Giant Swiss chard. 60 days to harvest. I'm telling you, 2 months from now, I better have bushels of things. 2 months from now, mark your calendar. Georgia Collards. I don't think I've ever grown collard greens ever. So this will be my first. 65 days to harvest. High in calcium. Will stand a light freezing. So that's fantastical, because that's all we get here is a light freezing. And then 2 packs are the same of the Bloomsdale Long-Standing Spinach. I have had zero luck with spinach None. Negative luck with spinach. This is 40 to 48 days to harvest. Now, I was watching a video, I think it was on Instagram, it was the Urban Gardener, months and months ago, like maybe this spring. And he was saying the trick with spinach is to soak them overnight in the refrigerator, like to give them that cold. They need the cold, I think. So what I could do is I'm only gonna use one packet right now. This will be my experimental packet. Next, some lettuces. This is one called Little Caesar. 70 days to harvest. A Gourmet Romaine. Small compact heads have non-savoid leaves with crisp texture. Who writes these? It's very good. And then mesclun, sweet salad mix. And last of the lettuce is a red salad bowl, which I think is part of the farmer's blend, the farmer's market blend mix. Anyway, it's pretty. I love red lettuces. Love it. I have some Merlot out there right now. It's looking super cute. Lettuce, red salad bowl, long-standing slow to bolt lettuce with an extended harvest window. 50 days to harvest. Well, maybe my Walmart is like stocking the right kind of seeds, because that's exactly what we need here. Well, that's unusual and fantastic. Okay, brassicas. Brassicas. Brussels sprouts called Catskills. Brenda's gonna have some friends. I hope you do subscribe to the channel so that you can meet Brenda the Brussels sprout, who is 2 years old now. Is she 2? Anyway, she's looking rough and she smells. She smells so gassy, but she's still with us. So we're gonna get her some friends. This is a broccoli called Sun King hybrid. Another broccoli called Welcome 29. Fun. Yep. Oh, days. 71 days to harvest. Plenty of time. Yeah, plenty of time. Oh, and it has exceptional heat tolerance. Sun King. Okay. And then the Welcome 29, 74 days to harvest. A favorite variety for fall, producing large dark green 6 to 8 inch heads, drought tolerant. Okay. And then cauliflower. And this is Snowball Y. Why? That's why. Why would you put that on there? Snowball Y. It's a fun name. Flavorful 6 inch pure white heads grow 3 to 5 pounds. Ding dang. Good leaf coverage allows for self-blanching. Interesting. 70 to 80 days to harvest. Container friendly. And then another cauliflower called Vanilla Sky Hybrid. Isn't that pretty? This looks delicious. Massive, delicious white curds. Delicious white curds form tightly on heat-tolerant plants. Excellent. 85 days to harvest. Okay. Last, but not least, is the peas. I got so many peas. I got all the peas. I got I believe every cultivar of peas that they have. So, in no particular order, I have organic and non-organic. Here we go. Blue Bantam, not pretty. 80 days to harvest. Compact vines bear bushels. Yes, of 4 inch long blue-green pods loaded with 8 peas per pod. I will be counting. Better be 8 peas. This is a pea called Snowbird. Pretty. 58 days. Nice. Large yields of 3 inch edible pod. Oh yes. Some of these I have to remember. I'm gonna have to remember I picked them as pods. Like not, I picked them like when they're still flat. Okay. We do a lot of stir fries, so that's awesome. Another one, Oregon Sugar Pod 2. Sweet crisp snow pea, vigorous 28 inch vines. Produces heavy yields. 68 days to harvest. So fantastic. This one's called Easy Peasy. So plants produce 10 to 11 tasty peas per pod and 2 pods per node. Well, that's prolific. Striking blue-green foliage, super curly tendrils are self-supporting. 60 to 65 days. Ooh, sugar daddy. Okay. Sorry, I'll probably cut that out. That's awkward. Sugar daddy. The first truly stringless potted pea resists powdery mildew and pea leaf roll virus, 60 to 65 days. Here's a pea called Super Snappy. 65 days. Pods are 5 to 6 inches long. Really? Huh. Yeah, 5 to 6 inches long with 8 to 10 large peas per pod. Ooh. I'm gonna be pea rich. Pea rich right now. Here's a pea called Progress number 9. Yes, see? 1 through 8 didn't progress. Number 9 made it in the package. One of the earliest long potted peas. Pods grow 4.5 inches long, filled with 7 to 9 tasty peas. 60 days to harvest. Okay. And then just your plain old sugar snap. Sugar. Oh, this is $1.64. Some of them are cheaper. This might be my cheapest packet. Oh, 70 days to harvest. The original snap pea. I knew it. Delicious round pods can be eaten whole when pods become fleshy or shelled for green peas when peas are mature and visible. There you go. Okay, so that's all my stuff. So excited about it. Spending some grocery money on potential groceries. So anyway, leave that. It's noisy. Let's see if this is done. Not quite. I don't want to burn my roots. All right. Also, while the soil is cooling off, I could probably show you the seedlings. That way we can get right to it when the soil's ready. I also tried to kill these again too. I had some of that Medina Has to Grow residue in a container, and I don't know if it was that because I used that to water them with last week. I don't know if it was that or if I let the dirt get dry. It could be I let the dirt get dry because see that cell's dry again. These tomatoes about died again. Look at that damage. So I don't know if that's a burn or if that's just drought stress from me not watering. I have one good ox heart and one not good ox heart. This tall one here is the orange accordion, and I really don't think I have time for the tomatoes to do much, but I try, okay, I try. Once I get these planted outside, it's gonna be rainy, it's gonna be warm, maybe they'll just shoot up, who knows. The beefsteak, this beefsteak, the tag said 50 to 60 days to harvest, so I have time for that, but look, they got burned again. Now they're not dead or anything, they just got burn on them because I'm lame, so lame. The rest of the seedlings, I have a Berkeley tie-dye. Oh, I got a good size Berkeley tie-dye right here. Right there, Berkeley tie-dye. The Wapasinapinachin is kind of small, but it's there, so should be fine. And then I've got a couple more shishitos, and I'm pretty sure I don't have time for those, but I just wanted to grow some more. Oh yes, this is the big one. So this whole little container here, I just filled with Coeur d'About cabbage seeds. It's on my cabbage. Yeah, that looks great. Anyway, these have been needing to come out for quite some time. There's quite a bit of seedlings in there. I do have some California Wonder that finally came up. My peppers were crap this year. Absolute shite. Absolute shite. My Romanesco. Got some Romanesco seedlings. All these cells are Romanesco broccoli. I did good. I forgot I did so good. These were all planted. The seeds were sown August 18th. And then I have a Maverick, a geranium called Maverick Quicksilver right there. That's my first time growing geranium from seed, but it's doing pretty good. So this strong seedling here, Isis Candy. Another Isis Candy. This side is Isis Candy, this side is Indigo Rose. So we'll get those outside, maybe today. We're supposed to get a lot of rain. It's Labor Day weekend. We're supposed to get like a ton of rain. So if I can get out there and get these planted early, they can soak up all, but will they get beat up? This past spring when I planted my tomatoes, we had a huge thunderstorm like the very next day, and it beat them all to heck. Maybe I just pot them up today. Oh, dilemma. Okay, we'll see. We'll see what happens. This is all Rober cauliflower, so I'll pot that up. Okay, so let's wait on the dirt, and when I come back, we will pot these up. Okay. So I'm gonna pot up the seedlings first before I do any seeds, because these seedlings need to be separated, and I wanna make sure I have enough cells in this tray for all the seedlings that need to be potted up. And then I have a few seeds that I wanna get in the tray. I'm gonna start with this quarter-view cabbage. Okay, let's tease these apart. The soil is super moist. I watered it last night and it is holding on to every bit of that water. I'm gonna tease these into individual seedlings, 1 seedling per cell. There's one. There's one. That's lovely. I've seen other gardeners bury them. Like instead of leaving it where the root ball is right now, just bury the entire stem. And I think they had good results. You know what, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just doing it, I'm burying them. Just gonna make a hole. My stick, you probably can't see it because of that tag. Use the stick to help get the roots in there. Planting it a little deep, as I just said I was gonna do. So there is the quarter-view cabbage. I didn't expect it to take up that many cells. So out of a 72 count tray, it's taken up quite a bit, 24 cells. That's a lot of cabbage, 24 cabbages if I get them. Some of them were the tiniest of seedlings that got shaded out by the larger ones, so we'll see if they make it. And then the larger ones, we'll see if they can, how long they can stay in these cells here, because these individual cells are actually a little bit small for the cabbage seedlings of this size. So I'll let them get rooted in. Maybe in 2 weeks or so, it'll be okay to plant outside. Finally done. It's taken all morning. Everything's in the trays. Everything looks nice. I know this looks grody. You're just gonna have to deal with that. It's grody. So I got quite a bit here. I've got 24 of the quarter-view cabbages. I don't know if all of them are gonna live. Some of the seedlings are a little puny, but we'll see. I've got 12 of the Rober cauliflower, 12 Romanesco, 8 Snowball Y, 12 Catskill Brussels sprouts, 12 Waltham broccoli, 6 Sun King, and 6 Vanilla Sky. So this is basically all brassicas. Also, I went ahead and sowed some onions. I have the worst luck with onions, so I bought 80 sets last year and I got nothing. So we're gonna try from seed. Also for the tomatoes, I did not pot up the tomatoes. The tomatoes are gonna be direct sown, and I am gonna put the row cover over that because that'll slow down the raindrops. The water will still get through, but they won't get beat to death. I need to end this video because it's probably gonna be like 48 minutes and 20 seconds. We'll see how long it is. All right, so thank you so much for watching. Bye.